Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Liz, and welcome back to Agrarian Skies 2. In the last episode, we were working with nodes and Thaumcraft, and yeah, fun stuff, actually. A lot of fun stuff, just because it's going to allow us to do a lot of things more automatically, and it's going to be good in the long run. So between episodes, I went ahead and made a node transducer, another one, so that we can get more node V into our arcane crafting terminal. But real quick, I want to show off that I did go ahead and get the diamond weed seeds. Still need to 10 those, but everything else is just kind of set in here for right now. Guess we can just break all this stuff. And yeah, we'll just do 1, 2, 3, 4. And then as I get more diamonds and stuff, I will just add those to the pile. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is with that stuff. So I did that between episodes. And then something else that I want to do, just kind of real quick, will be pretty easy, is we're going to import the contents of the chest over here with all of the different genes into our AE system. Specifically this one with the bees. So what we're going to do is we're going to need an import bus. Should be pretty easy to make. And we're going to need some glass cable. And see if that's enough. I don't even know if it is. So let's break these so that we can at least get this stuff over here. And yeah, we're gonna want something like this, so we're gonna need more glass cable as well. So let's craft like 100 of that. Yeah, we can afford that. Cool. So currently crafting that stuff. Looks like the import bus is already finished, so all we need to do is just come over here, fly like so, and this is hard because we have to hold shift, so we have to hold space and shift, but we can go ahead and put the bus on there. And then once we get some glass cable, it is cooking up some glass, and then it's also crafting the flux crystals and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see, we'll deal with that here in a moment. So before we do anything else, let's go ahead and I kind of want to show off that if we put this Thaumcraft armor back on, we can come back down here and see, hey, we have a node. So what we'll need to do with this is put the node transducer on the top with the block of redstone, which I've never scanned because there's nothing to learn, and that's going to drain all the V out of it, and it will energize it, and it'll be good. So the only thing that we're going to have to do now is get a couple more relays, which I believe we can do in here. The relays are made like so. So is this done crafting? I told it to craft a whole bunch of balance shards before, and it's done. Good. Actually a little worried about that. So let's see how to do this. Because if we just put this like so, and then we put, you know what? We don't really need this one. So that will, let's see, hopefully we can power this one from that guy. Right? No? Okay. So I don't know if that one's going to take some time or what, but I want this guy. He needs line of sight, so can we put him like right there? No, wants to go to that one. And alright, well that worked. We put that there. And then that will presumably go around. So let's just get some more. Why isn't this working? It was working before. Is it because this guy's not as strong? I don't know. So why aren't you working now? Just replace you. There we go. And now our wand should be completely refilling. Now it is very slow, but oh well. It's good enough. Now I don't know if there is a way to get this one to the same place, but I don't think so, because these relays can only take one. They can only take one source. So I don't know if there's a way. There might be a way to do things where there's multiple sources, but I don't think so. Relays allow transfer of energy. Uses a branching system, so each relay can only have one source, either another relay or an energized node, but may have multiple child relays. Can tune them. I don't really want that. And yeah, it is possible to turn an energized node back into a normal one. Simply cut the redstone signal into the transducer and it will slowly turn back to normal. Caution should be taken, however, since the node will be completely drained of V and thus runs the risk of being damaged. Yeah, it's usually not a good thing to do. So that is working good enough for me. So we should have our cables by now. And we can go ahead and set up this guy to be kind of taken out. And we'll get rid of the Thaumcraft stuff, the armor that we're wearing, because we don't really need that right now. Don't plan on using that today. We're not going to be doing too much Thaumcraft today. That's about the extent that we're going to do. So that should allow for this guy to start being drained. We could speed it up if we have some acceleration cards. Can we get like 2 of those? I don't know how bad that is to craft. It looks like we need a pure Certus quartz and a flux crystal. So nothing too bad with that, but it is going to take a second. This will probably be drained before. But as you can see, we're going to get all the different gene samples. And then what I can do is, for example, we have 12 of these genes. We can just take these out and set up. Do I have a hopper and chest in here for redstone ferns? I certainly do. And just put those in there. So that is basically what we'll have to end up doing. That's empty now. We still don't have the acceleration cards. It is crafting. Alright, so there's the acceleration cards. We're going to take these guys because that will help speed this up. But honestly, I don't think we'll need to do that. So we just made those for no reason. Oh well. So today, I want to look into seeing what all we can get done. And I think what we're going to start working with is blood magic again. So you remember blood magic. It was fun, right? A lot of killing of mobs and getting blood. So we need some new stuff. And then one other thing that I kind of want to look into. Do we have access to... We do. Ingots. Alright, do we have access to bedrock? No. Compressed. We have a septuple. What kind of How far does that go? That goes up to sextuple, and this is kind of slow now. We'll need to expand that later. Should not be too much of an issue, but if we get our septuple compressed cobblestone, we can get the sextuples, and I'm just going to go ahead and throw those into here. So we need 81 of those to get bedrockium, and what I was looking at was what is the feasibility to make the better watering can. And unless we want to use a bunch of diamonds, which, I mean, honestly we could. We're going to get a lot more diamonds relatively soon. Thing is we don't have them now. So I think, I mean, we could use bone meal, but we need 4 blocks. That's a lot of diamonds. So what I'm getting at is if we can get the better watering can, it would make my life a lot easier with all of these things. It's just a matter of getting a bunch of diamonds to get the bedrockium. So I don't know that that's going to be feasible. Let's just go ahead and see how many diamonds we get out of half a stack of bone meal and all of like 2 minutes. So hopefully we get a good number. We need 36 in total at this point, and we got 20. You know what? That's doable. That's feasible. So let's go ahead. We're gonna make the better watering can because it is by far worth it. So we just need 36 diamonds in total. So let's just come back over here, grow this some more, and get the 36 diamonds. So what we're going to do is we're going to make bedrockium, and we're going to make the watering can, the reinforced watering can. Now this thing is a lot better than the current watering can we have. It is a 7x7, I believe, where ours is a 3x3, and it greatly speeds up the rate at which we'll get crops to grow and all that kind of stuff. I'm actually a little worried with it on weeds. That's how powerful it is. So in order to do this, we're gonna need like, can we get like, I don't know, 2 quintuples? Actually, let's just get what we need. So if we want to make the watering can reinforce, we need bedrockium, which means see 4 of these, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and that is 16 of 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1. Just do this, and 16 of those, so triples can go back in here. Perfect. So we just need to make the diamond blocks. Three, 4, and triple compressed with quadruples makes the bedrockium. Now bedrockium makes you slow. Makes you very slow, and I want to real quick see if we can't scan it, just because I want to see what it might have, and it might be really good. So we'll just throw it on the ground. Nothing can be learned from it. That's a bummer. Alright, so we're gonna throw that back in there into the system, and we're gonna get the rest of the ingredients. So we need a bowl. So if we just, let's go ahead and just do one of these. So watering can. We have everything except for the worst part. The bedrockium is not actually the worst part of this craft. The worst part is the soul fragment. Soul fragments are your life. It is a permanent heart reduction. Now I don't even know if there is a quest. So we have a quest completed. It's probably, oh, it's this learning the skyblock. It's this thing, which I really don't want to do until we get the deep dark. Once we get the deep dark, I'm gonna say good enough. 2 out of 3. The quest itself is bugged, but you know what? Let's go ahead and just claim it. I'm gonna go ahead and claim it. We got a legendary reward bag. We got some conveyor belts, some purple ones, and we got a scroll which is Striding Explorer. Don't care. So with that taken care of, is that all of the quests? No, there's still another quest in learning to skyblock. So I just wanted to do that so we have all the quest completion type things unmarked. And what we need to do is we need to make an etheric sword. So in order to do this, we need some more diamonds. 2 diamonds, division sigil, and iron. And we're going to do this the risky way. So we also need a workbench, crafting table, whatever. And it has to be vanilla. So yeah, hopefully we don't blow ourselves up. Just in case, we're going to do it up here. And alright, I have not really messed with these on this series, so I want to talk about it real quick. The division sigil is really cool. It makes unstable ingots. Unstable ingots are really, really dangerous. Basically, you have 10 seconds from the time you make these, the time you craft these, to the time they explode and probably kill you. That's why I'm going to stand here, up above a little bit, so that we don't lose stuff into the void. Because if we die, things are going to be bad. Now, once we craft them, we have 10 seconds. They will explode if the crafting window is closed or if the ingot is thrown on the ground. The ingots do not stack. Do not craft until ready. So, I've done worse crafts than this, but this one is bad enough. And I just want to make sure. Etheric sword. 2 unstable ingots and obsidian. Let's do it. 1, 2, and craft. There we go. So that wasn't terrible, but they were starting to glow red. If they glow, if they start flashing, you're in trouble. I've actually had the situation where they were at 0 when I crafted the thing I was crafting. There is an easier way to make unstable ingots, by the way. If you make these Mobius stable unstable, no, those are really good, but there is another way. If you make them out of semi-stable nuggets, which costs a ton more diamonds, 9 diamonds versus 1 for an ingot, these do not explode. They create stable unstable ingots. So you can craft them in here and all that kind of stuff, and there's no problem. So that's just a side note. But what we need to do now is, well, we're gonna hurt ourselves. We're gonna use this sword on ourselves, and I believe you put it in your crafting inventory, and you do that. So we just lost 10% of our max health, and the sword, evidently. I didn't realize you'd lose the sword. So if we took off all of this, we'd only have 9 hearts. In fact, you can kind of see there's only 9 black outlined hearts. So that is a thing, but we can then go ahead and use the soul fragment and make the reinforced watering can. So this thing is amazing. Do we need to fill it up? What? What? So what, does it summon Enderman on us if we use it too much? I have no idea why that's doing that, to be honest, but let's get our other watering can. I just want to kind of demonstrate that this guy is really good. So we'll come over here and we have this farm, right? So let's just put some stuff like so, and you can see they grow pretty quickly, right? Well, not as quickly as this, and that is why this thing is overpowered. So that has plenty of power. We're doing good with that. Are we still getting enough lava over here? I actually don't know. Yeah, that's completely full. So is that. Do we have... That is full. Cool. So everything seems to be working better now. Alright, so yeah. With this watering can, we can now grow crops a lot faster. It's going to make my life a lot easier, which is why I wanted to do it. So, how much epic bacon? We do have a lot. Cool. Awesome. So, let's get into a little bit of blood magic today. I just want to make the sigils, if we can, and that's pretty much it for that's pretty much it for today's plan. So, magnetic growth. We need Sigil of the Green Grove, which also speeds up the growth of items, and the Sigil of Magnetism. So, Sigil of the Green, Sigil of Magnetism, Teleposition, Sigil, and what's the last one that we're going to need? Sigil of Transposition. There we go. So these should not be... Ooh. That's going to be a little bit challenging. It's going to require some chemistry. Okay, so this isn't too bad. First of all, we need a... We're going to need a couple of these guys. So we need one of these guys. And everything else should be pretty straightforward. Let's grab that. And I have this Sigil of Interservience. So there's that. Did we have to make that for something? Water, blood lamp. I guess I already prepped that. So Sigil of Holding. I just want to see. There's nothing in there. Alright. That is a really cool idea, but I don't really use it, so it doesn't matter too much to me. So let's come in here and Sigil of the Green Grove. There's all that, and there's the sigil. Did it mark that one off? It did. So then the other one we need is the Sigil of Magnetism, which is Imbune Slate and some iron and gold. Pretty straightforward. So let's grab an Imbune Slate. And something we could probably start working on is getting all of the stuff together for the rest of the runes. But for now, I don't think that's really important. So let's come back in here and get the Sigil of Magnetism. So iron blocks. We need 1, 2, 3, 4. Easy enough. We'll put that down, and there's the Sigil of Magnetism. So that should be a quest. And we'll get a bunch of beef Wellingtons. I'm going to just throw those in there. Those are a really good food source, as well as the epic bacon. It's about as good as the epic bacon. So we'll throw... you know what? Let's keep this stuff out. Actually, you know what? We're going to take all the sigils. We're going to put a bunch of them in here. So, sigil. All of those are fine. And the divination sigil I do want to keep. Don't we have one in here as well? Yeah, so we have 2 of those. I kind of forgot I had one and made another one. So, we'll put all of those in there. Alright, so next. Sigil of Transposition. This requires 2 blood orbs. And it looks like they have to be master or higher. So let's get away from all the mobs, and I want to see the blood orb. So what's the next one? Archmage, which requires a demon blood shard and a tier 5 altar. I believe we have a tier 4 altar. Yeah, and to get a tier 5 we need nether stars. So we have all of 2. We need beacons. So skulls, soul sand, we could get more. We do have access to it. So let's try to make a better better thing. So do this, and we're gonna get a bunch of runes, just basic runes. So let's go ahead and do this. Blood runes, can we use those for anything good to get more stuff? Bonewort seeds, blazing daisies. We can get speed runes out of it, and that's about it. Alright, so if we want the other ones, it's just runes. Honestly, it's just stone, so I'm not really too concerned about it. So the question is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many do we need? So each side is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 13. I remember that. So it's 26. 26. Let's just make a stack. And we need more stone, so let's get like 200 stone. And we'll get that finished up soon enough. So in the meantime, let's come over here. And we'll need to get skeletons spawning. And that is working. Alright, and then we'll want our cleaver so that we can actually get the skulls. And we just need 2 more wither skulls. 2 more wither nether stars. There we go. That's what they're called. Wither stars, yes. We just need 2 more nether stars, and then we'll be good to try to work towards more stuff. Now, obviously we can't get to the next tier blood orb because we need a few more things. Namely, we need to summon a demon, and that's gonna be fun, but it honestly shouldn't be too bad. Maybe we'll try to do that next episode. I've got to remember how to do it because it's been a while. So there's 1 skull. And that is working very hard. There's a necrotic bone. Not quite what I wanted. So let's see. What else do we need for this? So do we have the stone? We have enough of the stone. So there we go. There's a stack of all of that. I don't know why I have 2 weak blood orbs, but I do. Let's put 1 in the chemistry set. And what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and start. Actually, we need some sort of metal block. So if we look up ingot, what's something we have just a ton of that we don't really use? We have a lot of silver. You know what? We have a lot of silver. And I believe this can be used for different things. So let's get a bunch of those. We're going to need 36 blocks. And there we go. So let's go get more wither skeletons killed. There's another skull. And cool. So do we have any modifiers on this? None available, but we have a 70% chance of beheading. It doesn't feel like that. It feels a lot lower. Anyways, let's go ahead and start getting this taken care of. So I do believe this works as a beacon. I believe silver works. So if it doesn't, we'll change it to iron or something. But let's go ahead and get this all set up. So what we need is beacons. I don't know that I've actually just blatantly said that, but we'll get a tier 5 altar if we just use some beacons. And then we can just destroy all of that. And put runes. I don't know that they need to go all the way connecting, but that's what we're going to do. So once we get the rest of the wither skeleton skulls that we need, should be a pretty easy thing to kill the wither. We have the nice protected area to do that. And then, yeah, we're pretty much ready to get the next altar tier. And then I have to figure out how to get the next demons. It's been a while since I've done it. I know how to, but it's been a while. So let's put that there. That there. There and there. Perfect. So with that taken care of, we're going to throw blood runes in there. And let's kill wither skeletons. We still don't have enough. What is wrong with this sword? How close are we to leveling it up though? 40%. So if we can get this, that should be everything we need for the next tier. And yeah, that should be that. So what's the other sigil we need? Teleposition sigil. I think we can go ahead and actually no, don't we need the next tier? No, we don't. Okay, we can go ahead and make that. So let's fly back over here and let's get the teleposition sigil. So it was right down here. We just need Eye of Enders. So let's take that and blaze. 1, 2. Perfect. So that should give us the teleposition sigil. And then quest book says that one's done. Now what's the next blood orb? It doesn't say. We need to get the Eldritch. That is like the next one that it wants from us. So that can go in there. And let's see, we can just start cleaning out this stuff. So don't really care about the sigils. The teleposition sigil can be really good, but I've also died to it before, so I'm a little wary of it. Especially in a map that you don't get gravestones. So, what's the sparkles? I don't actually know. Alright, so this is just still chugging along, and we're still not getting any of the guys. So I think I don't know. What else is there? So the blood wand. That's going to give us a bunch of weak blood shards. And you know what? There is a book. There is a book now. So let's go read the Sanguimancy book. Because that might actually tell us something. So that we need. We can put the sulfur in there as well. So I believe it's in here. Yeah, delving into darkness. No, that's the other one. I want the blood magic API. This one, scientific sentium or whatever. So it teaches you how to make all the altars and all that kind of fun stuff. So if there's an issue with the altar, I'll fix it with using this. But then there was 5. Solving a demon problem. I know one of the things we need is Trials of a tier 5 altar. Archmage's Orb. So, Demon Blood Shards. And a lot of stuff. Okay, so it's the thing between the... It's the price of power. So, killing withers. Okay, so I don't know. Demonkin. First tamed. Demon summoning. So we need the arcane pedestals, arcane plinth, and then you summon it like that. And then depending on what you use, you get different demons. And that's how you get the demon shards, by killing a demon. And so I am going to look into kind of what we need to do that, and we'll kind of deal with that in the next episode, I think. So there's all that. Let's go ahead, summon a wither. And we'll need to make beacons. Alright, so while that's happening, there's one more skull. Alright, we can fly back over here and start killing the wither. Shouldn't be too much of a problem at all. And there we go. Nether Star. We just need one more and we can get a tier 5 altar. And that is gonna be enough for today. What we'll end up having to do is, once we get the tier 5 altar, we need to summon a demon. And then we kill the demon, which shouldn't be too bad of a fight. We'll be a little bit prepared for it, but it shouldn't be too bad. I don't remember it being that difficult. And kind of the idea is, once we have that taken care of, all we'll have to do is get the blood orb, and then that will be enough to make the other sigil. But this one is going to require some other stuff. We need Magicalis, which is just redstone, gunpowder, glowstone, and simple catalyst. It's a bunch of blood alchemy, which is something we really haven't done too much. But that one's easy enough. What else do we need? Let's get rid of rune and orb. So we also need aether, which is just some feathers, gas tier. That's also pretty easy. And then corrupted mineral, which requires more wither skulls. I don't know if there's any use to this. I really don't know much about Sanguimancy. It's a mod I've never really messed with, so I don't know anything about it. But then we can get the sigil. What other quests do we have? So we need the blood wand, we need blood cleansing, and blood amulet. So we've got a lot of stuff to do. It's just a matter of trying to get it all done. And a lot of it is going to be kind of farming wither skulls. So I think I'm going to go ahead and end the episode off here. I'm going to finish up farming up some skulls, and I'll kill another wither. And next episode we will go ahead and make the beacons that we need for the tier 5 altar. And then we will also go ahead and make the next sigil and see about potentially, or at least starting to get into the blood alchemy, so that we can potentially summon a demon. And then we kill a demon and everything will be good. So that's the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm also going to work on getting 10 diamond seeds so that we can get that into the system and start getting diamonds continuously forever and ever, and so many diamonds. So that's the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!